What's up, everybody? Dog 185. There's levels to this. All right, so we're gonna do another 30-minute session with Doc. Let me make sure the sound is good, and then we'll go ahead and get started. My plan is not to continue making videos like this or live streams like this. Like I do want to go back to making my regular videos in the bathroom and stuff, and with my tripod, with my tripod. Uh, it's just that this is sometimes easier, just knock it out, do a live stream on Twitch. If you want to come watch it live, you can, and then I just put it up on YouTube, and it's just easier, and then hit multiple topics. The problem with 30 minutes is people don't have a long attention span. I'll be honest with you. Most people like shorts and stuff like that, and even I fall into that trap myself. Like now I'm watching YouTube shorts probably as much as I watch regular content videos, which before I couldn't stand YouTube shorts. I remember I used to be like, if I want to watch that type of content, I just hop on TikTok. But now YouTube shorts and even on X, I be scrolling through shorts and stuff. It's catching everybody, man. The Matrix is catching everybody. Anyways, this video, real quick. I'll make the video first, the live stream first. You guys, if you hop in here, leave your comments, whatever. I'll go back at the end and I'll read it, and we'll see how it goes. Trying to stick to no more than 30 minutes. I think that's fair. Okay. All right. So I want to talk about Play Anywhere. Shout out to Big Bro Puddle Rock 77. He made a video, probably a few videos ago, a few podcasts ago, and he's talking about Play Anywhere, and he mentioned me, even hit me up on X and say, yo, check out this video, whatever. And I checked it out, and I hear what he's saying. I want to present it to you guys, just that part of the video where he's talking about my experience with Play Anywhere, right? And if you want to see the whole video, by all means, go check out his channel, go check him out, show him some support. To me, I may be biased, but to me, he's my favorite PlayStation guy for sure. No question. I may be biased. Maybe. But yeah, let's go ahead and play this, and then y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna stop in between as I talk about what he's saying, just to make sure maybe he understands, or his viewers understand where I'm coming from when it comes to Play Anywhere. And I, part of it, like as I was listening to it, I was like, I understand why you think that way, because I was thinking that way before too, but we'll change the perspective. So here we go. All right.
Understand what ecosystem
Make
means.
sure you guys can hear it.
Just because I don't want it doesn't mean I don't understand what's the point and purpose and why people like it. In fact, if anything, trying to include Xbox in your ecosystem, I don't see why you would do that. In fact, I'll bring up Doc Dark. Shout out to Doc Dark. He, made a video about his ecosystem, and he's hyping up Play Anywhere. And he even said that because of Play Anywhere, Xbox has the most value. And I'm listening to this video, I'm thinking, nah, actually, your ecosystem's trash. That's just my opinion.
As we get hit with a commercial, I ain't even mad at him.
I think, and this is just my opinion, Doc, your ecosystem's trash because of your Xbox.
I think that polo shirt you got on is trash. I'm kidding. Puppy, I'm kidding. It look nice, all the blue and everything. My bad. Anyway, listen, man. Listen. So he started by saying he thinks the Xbox ecosystem is trash. And it's his opinion, and he's going to state why it's his opinion. But right now, I want you to notice that he's tying the Xbox ecosystem the same way, and I'm admitting this, that I would have tied it as well, meaning just within Xbox. The problem is, and you feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. If Steam is an ecosystem, Xbox is an ecosystem, PlayStation is an ecosystem, Nintendo is an ecosystem, where does that leave PC? Is PC an ecosystem? That's really going to determine where you fall in this conversation. If you feel like PC itself is an ecosystem, okay, then this conversation changes completely. If you do want to keep them all separate, and the PC is just a way to access two different ecosystems, right? Because you can access Xbox and you can access Steam, then you might have a point. But continue listening, all right?
I think
What's
you're
up, Joy?
catering to the lowest common denominator, and I'm sure we all heard the phrase. You know, the chain is only strong as its weakest links, and your two weakest links is your Xbox Series X and Series S. And hear me out. This is why, if I was an ecosystem, I would not include Xbox. It's trash. It's the worst part of your ecosystem. I wouldn't include that. For what? Why would I diminish my ecosystem with inferior products?
I mean, I could say the same argument if you're a PlayStation guy with the PlayStation Portal. It's the weakest part of your ecosystem. You got to stream all your games. If I had an ecosystem, I wouldn't include the PlayStation Portal as the weakest part of the ecosystem. No, that's wrong. It's another option available to you that you don't have to choose to play games. The same way I don't have to choose to play my Play Anywhere games on an Xbox. I don't have to. It's just an option. If I buy a game that's Play Anywhere, I have that option. You buy games on PlayStation, you don't have to play them on the portal and stream them. You don't have to, but it's an option, right? So I wouldn't say that you don't include it because it's the worst part of the ecosystem. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Hear me out. So if I'm Doc Dark says he has 5 devices: a
Five.
PC, a laptop, his handheld.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the PC devices, and then he has the consoles, the Series S and the Series X.
Yep.
If he buys a PC game, let's say Steam, it only works on 3 devices.
Facts.
But if he buys the Play Anywhere, he gets to play on 5 devices. So
Right. 100%. He just said it. If I buy a game on Steam, I could play the game on my 3 devices, right? My desktop, my laptop, and my PC handheld. If I buy the game on Steam. Correct. If I buy the game, if it's a Play Anywhere title, and I buy it on Play Anywhere, I could play it on 5 different devices. He's about to tell us why playing games, having access to play the games on 3 devices versus having access to play the game on 5 devices is better. Portal Rock 77 Big Bro is about to try to explain why playing games, having access to play the game, the same game that you bought once, buy the game once. If I buy the game once on Steam, I could play it on 3 devices. I buy that game once on Xbox. If it's a Play Anywhere title, right? That's a big caveat. If it's a Play Anywhere title, I could play it on 5 devices. He's gonna try to explain why having access to the game on 3 devices versus having access to the game on 5 devices is better. You can't make this up. Just off of that alone, please get your mind ready to try to understand what he's about to tell you.
it sounds like Play Anywhere was the thing. But here's the problem. The reason why you have to buy the Play Anywhere, games is because if you don't, your 2 devices won't be part of your ecosystem. So you have to cater to the 2 derelicts of your ecosystem, right?
And that's where he's wrong, but I understand. So I'm going to break it down as simple as possible for you, okay? If I choose, because he says you have to, I don't have to. If I choose to buy a Play Anywhere title on Xbox, I can play it on the 3 PCs, and I don't have to use the Xbox Series S or X. I don't have to. If I buy the game on Steam, guess what? I could play it on the same 3 devices. There is literally no difference. If I buy a Play Anywhere title on Xbox, but you see, I understand where he's coming from, because even I myself had Xbox still, even with everything I know, still tied to just like a box. No, it's literally not. If I buy, let's say I never touched the Xbox Series X and S again at all. Never again. I never touched them. And I buy Xbox games that are Play Anywhere, I could still play them on the same 3 devices that if I bought them on Steam, same 3 devices. There's no difference. The difference is that I already have an Xbox Series X and an Xbox Series S. I already have it. So why not buy the version of the game that's going to give me access to 2 more devices? I got to use my fingers. I got to keep this as simple as possible. If I buy the Xbox version of a game and it's Play Anywhere, I could play it on my PC, my laptop, and my PC handheld. I could play it on PC. If I buy the Xbox, that's the best way I could do it. Because I don't know how to explain it. If I buy the Xbox Play Anywhere title, I could play it on my 3 PCs. If I buy the Steam version of the game, I could play it on my 3 PCs. What's the difference though? The Play Anywhere games can also play on 2 home consoles. I do not know in what world that makes it worse. Somebody please, I'm begging you to explain to me why it makes it, because it's a choice.
Your PC laptop or PC handheld doesn't force one another to do for the other. One of them is not forcing you to participate. They are all equal participants.
And again, I don't blame him. They're all equal participants. If you buy a game that's Xbox Play Anywhere, they're all equal participants too. I can play it on the same 3 devices. It's not forced. It's not forced. It's inherent value. It's the same price, unless the price is different. But let's say it's $40 Arc Raiders, $40 on Steam, $40 on the Xbox Game Store. If you bought Arc Raiders on Steam, you can only play Arc Raiders on Steam, on any device that has Steam. If you bought Arc Raiders, okay, on the Xbox Game Store, you can play Arc Raiders on any PC, the same PC that you use to play the Steam game version of Arc Raiders, unless it's a Steam Deck, any single PC. And you could also play it on the 2 consoles. Please tell me. I don't want to say it, but it's the Xbox tax. That's what I'm saying. Xbox needs to rebrand. Xbox needs to get rid of the name Xbox. They need to call it something else. Not even Microsoft. No, people hate Microsoft too. They need to. Kid Smooth said a long time ago that Xbox should just sell their Xbox to like somebody else, somebody that's like popular or something. Like sell it to Apple. Call it Apple something. I don't care. Whatever. But this is what happens. And here's the thing, right? Portal Rock 77. I don't care what anybody says. This is a smart dude. Go ahead, go debate him. Go try to debate him. Go ahead, go do it. He's a smart dude, okay? And he knows about gaming. Way more than I do, for sure. But this is just simple. This is simple math. 5 is greater than 3. And you're not compromising any of the 3. So again, I bought Arc Raiders on the Xbox Store. I get to play it on the 3 hardware devices that if I was to buy the game on Steam, the exact same 3 devices. No compromises, no nothing. I don't even have to touch my Xbox Series X's. But if I want to, there it is. Now, he would have a point if an Xbox Play Anywhere title was more expensive. Then you got a point, because at that point, in order to get the value of it, you would have to use the Xbox Series. But that's not the case, not as of today. Maybe in the future, Microsoft changes that, which would be a horrible mistake for them. But as of right now, you buy the games the same price. Sometimes the games are cheaper as well, because Xbox does have sales as well. If you buy a game using your Game Pass points,
it's your Series X and Series S that are the odd devices out. If you don't buy the Play Anywhere title, they do nothing for you. They're just not part of the ecosystem. So think about this, and we're talking ecosystem. So for me, I want all my devices to do everything all I want across the board. So I would just get rid of the Series X and the Series S, and I will buy 2 more PC units, whether it's another laptop, another desktop, or maybe one of those, modular PCs. But it will be 2 more PCs, so that way I have 5 PCs. 5.
Again, he's not understanding, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I could buy 5 PCs and still buy the Play Anywhere games, right? and they're still going to run on the 5 PCs. The same way that the Steam versions of those games are going to run on the same 5. The only difference is if you have an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S, guess what the 5 Play Anywhere games that you bought on the Xbox can do? You can also play them on those devices. There is literally zero downfall to buying a game that's Play Anywhere on PC versus buying it on Steam if they're the same price. The only downfall would be personal preference if you prefer the Steam store and you want all your achievements in one category. That's the only thing. If you care about your achievements and only having one launcher or whatever, that's the only thing. But what he's saying is ridiculous. He wants me to get rid of my Xbox Series X and S that I already have. I already bought them. I already had them. I got them. I got my Xbox Series X at launch. The Xbox Series X we got for my son like a year later or something. I already got them. He wants me to get rid of them so that I could buy 2 more PCs to do the exact same thing that the Xboxes are doing right now. Do you understand what's happening? And I'm telling you right now, the only problem is because they're Xboxes. Xbox, if anybody from Microsoft is listening to me right now, your next Xbox device, don't call it the Xbox. Call it, remove the name Xbox from it completely. Remove it completely. Get rid of it. Let us all make the Xboxes officially dead now. There are no more Xbox hardware. Like, get rid of it completely, because this is what happens. He's not realizing that even if the 5 PCs, because again, they don't like when you say PC is Xbox. It's not that Xbox is a PC. It's that you can play Xbox on a PC. That's the difference. So you could buy an Xbox game and never touch an Xbox console. And on your same 5 PCs, it'll play. Play Anywhere. This is what we're talking about. A Play Anywhere title.
Devices. Because that's the key, right? You have 5 devices. In your configuration, Doc Dark's configuration, if he doesn't buy the Play Anywhere title, then automatically his configuration's ruined. But in my configuration, I'm not ruined because I will buy, the Steam version. All 5 can use it. If I decide to, I'm gonna install Linux and I'm gonna play all my games running Linux, whether Steam was or Linux, because there's PC guys saying that they install Linux and they get better performance. I can do that on all 5 devices.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built.
You can't do that in this configuration Doc Dark has.
Yeah, but now you're going away from Play Anywhere. You're valuing, it's an exclusive mindset. You're valuing the exclusivity of the ecosystem now. So, which to me is wild. So you don't think, let's say in a magical land, you bought a game on PlayStation, and PlayStation lets you access that game on PC as well because you bought it on PlayStation. You don't think that's a W? No, that's not a W, because you shouldn't buy a PC. You should just go ahead and get a second PlayStation. No, brother, you're talking about me. So you're talking in my scenario. I already have the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. People that have Xboxes already, if they buy a game, some people will never play the game on PC. You understand that, right? Some people will have 5 Xboxes instead around their house. They will never play the game on PC. Yet, if they decided, for whatever reason, to pick this up, they would be surprised at how many games that they bought on the Xbox without even the thought of buying games for PC that now are playable on PC. That is a benefit no matter what. I cannot see the negative. How are you going to recommend to me to get rid of the 2 Xboxes and buy 2 more PCs so I can install Linux on all of them? What? That don't make no sense. Oh, my bad, bro. I'm live streaming. Good. It's cold as hell out there. That don't make no sense.
If he installs Linux, only 3 devices can do that. Once again, the Xbox Series X and S is left out. If you buy the game on Steam.
Yeah, but I didn't buy the Xbox Series X and S to install Linux. Nobody bought an Xbox Series X and S to install Linux. You bought an Xbox Series X and S to play Xbox games, to play games on it. Now, it just so happens that years later, right, you have a library of games, if you bought games on Xbox, that are also playable on PC. No problem with that. If you're a PC gamer and you don't have any Xboxes at all, then you'll buy the game wherever the game is cheaper, probably. But if you're a PC gamer and you also have an Xbox Series X and S, you might want to look at the Play Anywhere games and see, like, especially if the price is the same, why not? They're still going to run on all the PCs you have. Doesn't make any sense.
It's left out.
You actively want me to limit myself. That's what's crazy to me. I buy the game one place, I could play it on 5 different devices right now. I buy the game one place, I can play it on 3 different devices. You want me to go ahead and get rid of these 2 devices so that I could go ahead and get 2 more devices to do the exact same thing I was doing in this hand. You can't make this up.
And I remember Doc mentioned that even PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass aren't the same. If they're not Play Anywhere, they're still 2 different titles.
Correct.
So even Game Pass, it's a ruined thing. Without Play Anywhere, the Series X and Series S is just dog shit in that ecosystem. You literally have to cater to those 2 devices so they can participate. And me personally, I think that's just trash. I don't want 2 inferior devices to dictate the tempo of my ecosystem.
No, but it doesn't. It has the best value because you have the choice. Because you have the choice. Now I'll be honest with you. I prefer to buy games on Steam. If I'm gonna buy a game, I'm gonna buy the game on Steam. I prefer it. But I gotta be honest with you and tell you the experience, right? What I'm actually experiencing today. Okay, today. Because I bought Arc Raiders on Xbox, and I bought it on Xbox Play Anywhere by mistake, because somebody told me something that was false information, and I bought Arc Raiders on PlayStation on Xbox. Because I bought Arc Raiders on Xbox, it allowed me to get the PC version, which I'm playing, okay, and then it gave me the console version, okay, which now allows my son to play Arc Raiders with me at the exact same time. I already had the Xboxes. I literally took the Xbox Series X out of the closet, literally grabbed a TV from the garage that we had, and connected it in my son's room, right? Because they shared one monitor with my other son, right? So now there's a TV in the room and there's a monitor. So my son, my oldest plays on the monitor, my youngest plays on the TV, and literally made up a whole different gaming setup just for my youngest son, just because I bought the game on Xbox and now he has a chance to play the game. And guess what? Arc Raiders is that game. The amount of hours in this house that we have put in Arc Raiders is ridiculous. $40, 2 copies of it. So essentially $20. I get to play Arc Raiders whenever I want. My son gets to play Arc Raiders whenever I want. At the same time. At the same exact time under his profile. If we would have had 5 different PCs, we would have been able to do that. I would have had to have bought a different copy of Arc Raiders. You understand that, right? Because when I'm logged into my Xbox app playing Arc Raiders, he can't log into the Xbox app on another PC under his account and play my Arc Raiders account. He can't. He would have to log into he would have to buy Arc Raiders on his account. But because it's Xbox and it's the home Xbox, I buy Arc. Can you stop moving the freaking table? They're gonna think I'm having a freaking seizure, dude. You like moved the chair like 30 different times, bro. Go eat on the floor. Damn. It's professional, man. Don't you see my backdrop? Anyways, he was doing it on purpose. He don't move the camera like 30,000 times. He got up, sat down, wiped his ass, came back down, sat down. I don't know what the hell's going on. You lost your phone. Anyways, back to this. Every single time I want to buy a game, I will have to look at whether or not it is a Play Anywhere title. because the benefit is there. I don't lose anything. In your scenario, big bro, you want me to get rid of 2 devices that I already have to buy 2 more devices so I could do the same thing that I'm already doing. We're talking about playing games. I don't know why you brought in installing Linux and all this. So it's like, yeah, if I want to install Linux on 5 different devices, I better get 5 different PCs. Duh. We're talking about playing games. Keep it to the topic.
I would just get rid of those 2 consoles, replace them with 2 more PCs. Granted, it's more costly, but if I'm going to do an ecosystem, me personally, I'll do it right. I'm not going to have devices that.
And there it is. There's the bias. The right ecosystem to him is an ecosystem that has you locked in. I bet you he's an iPhone user. He's got to be. He's got to be. I bet you he's an iPhone user. That's wild. That's wild. The right ecosystem is the ecosystem that doesn't give you options, that you have to use their ecosystem. How are you not a huge Nintendo fan then? Nintendo does that the best. At least PlayStation, I could play God of War Ragnarok on PC if I buy it on Steam. You ain't playing nothing Nintendo legally on anything else but a Nintendo. You should love Nintendo then. You shouldn't be a PlayStation fan. You should be a Nintendo fan. They do that. The best ecosystem is a Nintendo ecosystem. The way you're describing it. Locked in. Got you. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Oh, you want to stream your games? I'm not going to give you a cheaper device to stream your games. You can stream games, but you're going to stream it on the same hardware that you buy the games to. At least PlayStation, right now, you could go ahead and buy a cheaper device and stream games. Come on, man. It's a bad look, bro. I'm disappointed, bro.
Dictate how the ecosystem goes because they can't keep up. Again, the weakest link in the chain, which clearly, no. I will have 5 links that are equally strong across the board so I can have a competent ecosystem. The Series X and the Series S, they just hold.
But that's not true because you're on a PlayStation Portal, and that's part of the PlayStation ecosystem. A PlayStation Portal is not equivalent to a PlayStation. What are you looking at? You looking at the flowers like that? You look like that the flowers are gonna attack you. You messing up my whole video. This is a live stream too, so I can't even retake this. Okay. You said right across me. I saw you looking at you. I thought there was like something coming through the window. I was getting ready. I was like, "What do you see coming through the window?" I was trying to say a table for you. I'll be like, "That be how sometimes people do live streams and stuff happens like live on live stream or whatever." I'll be like, "This will be the time," because I saw you looking. My instincts kicked in. I said, "What is he looking at?" I looked that way. I don't see nothing. And then you look. I'm looking at the flowers. Anyways. He's a PlayStation fan, so he's probably distracting me right now on purpose. That's probably why. He probably don't like what I'm saying. But anyways, listen. Back to what I'm talking about. I keep pausing Big Bro in the I keep pausing him in the weirdest still shots. My bad, Big Bro. My bad. That's Look at him. Hey, man, turn off the RGB in that goddamn mic. What are you doing? The mic is cool, but the RGB stuff, nah, man. Get rid of that, bro. We over 40 over here. We can't be having RGB mics. That's crazy. All these lights by our freaking mouths. That's crazy work. Anyways, yeah, I don't see the negative to the Xbox ecosystem in the way that I'm using it right now. Again, I'm looking at Xbox as an extension to my PC ecosystem, and that's why it's the best value. I buy the game on Xbox. My kids could play with it too, right? I could play it as well. Why not?
Me back. That's how I see it. It would just be 2 devices holding back my ecosystem. I would get rid of the Series X, Series S, replace them with 2 more PCs. Now you have an ecosystem. You don't have to worry about, wait a minute, is this version play anywhere? Oh, it's not play anywhere? Okay, I'll buy the Steam version. Oh, this version has a play anywhere. Okay, which is cheaper? Which is this? Which product? No, I ain't got to worry about all that stuff. It just doesn't make sense. Why would I put energy into worrying about, why would I cater to the Series X and worry about the Series S? Why should I put energy because they're inferior and they can't keep up? So as a user, I got to put in more work. I got to put in research. I got to wonder and all this stuff just so they can stay relevant. Nah, I would just get rid of those 2 things. Buy 2 more PCs, whether it's 2 more laptops, whatever, but 2 more Windows-based devices. And I got 5 devices that are fully compatible across the board no matter what I do.
Okay, fair. So with that same logic, right? Because it takes a lot of work to figure out whether a game is play anywhere. It takes a lot of work. It's not like Xbox has it right on their store and they let you know if it's a play anywhere game. Not at all. You got to do research. You got to ask ChatGPT. You got to ask AI. You got to call your cousin Fulanito and ask him about it, right? Make sure he confirms that it's play anywhere. It's really hard to figure out if a game's play anywhere. But let's just say I take your advice and I buy 5 PCs, right? If I choose from this point forward to buy games just wherever they're cheaper, right? Because that makes sense. I don't know. You're not going to argue that, right? I don't care about achievements. I just buy games wherever they're cheaper. If sometime those games are cheaper on Xbox and I buy them on Xbox, I could play them on my 5 PC. But guess what else I might just get? I don't even have to search it. I don't even have to look it up, anything. No, I'm just going to buy the game wherever it's cheaper, right? If I buy the game on Xbox, I will be able, or Xbox PC app, I will be able to use it on all 5 PCs, Windows-based devices, like you said. I will be able to use it. But I might have the chance, again, because I didn't look it up to make sure, to also purchase a Play Anywhere title that now, if for whatever reason, I want to get an Xbox Series X or S, or I already have one and I want to go ahead and use it, I can also play the game on there. Where is the actual problem? You think that I have to use Play Anywhere. No. Do you know how many Xbox gamers bought games on the Xbox that don't use Play Anywhere? That have titles that are Play Anywhere but don't use it, will probably never use it. Plenty. Having more options is never a problem. Do you know how many people are subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate that don't game on the cloud? Having more options is not a problem. It's not a problem. Now, again, if a title on Xbox ends up being more expensive because it's Play Anywhere, now you have an argument. Because at that point, are you actually going to be using it? At that point, you would be forced to use it. But my brother, the same scenario that you're using, I don't understand. I don't understand I don't understand how you're confused. If I buy the game on the PC app, I could play it on 3 PCs. On the PC Xbox app. If I buy the game on the Steam app, I could play it on the 3 PCs that I have. But because I bought the game on Xbox, I could play it on the same 3 PCs, but I also have 2 more devices that I could play it. 5 is greater than 3. I lose nothing. I only gain by buying the game on Play Anywhere.
If I decide to install Linux, they all can do it. If I play PC Game Pass, they all do it. Buy it on Steam, GOG, they all do it. If I install mods, they all do it. It's just a complete balanced ecosystem. 5 equal links. Seriously?
Yeah, but you could do that with Xbox. That's what and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. The console wars have been ingrained in people. When people don't realize that they don't want to accept, and it is hard. Listen, this is real. This exists. This is real. I could view my profile there's not a PlayStation store right now, a PlayStation app. That's why the PlayStation gamers can't fathom this. But this is real. You can be an Xbox gamer and never touch a console again. So this is the Xbox ecosystem as well. So everything that he's saying that the Xbox ecosystem is trash, that you could do on Steam, right? Except for the mods part, you could do on here. And because I'm using Xbox on a PC, I can also have one piece of hardware that can also play PlayStation games. My brother, you telling me to get 5 PCs will make the Xbox ecosystem even stronger. Even stronger, because I haven't gotten rid of my Xbox Series X and S. Math is not mathing to me. 5 is greater than 3. I don't know. What's up, Senchi? No, I'm not fighting my brother. I'm just bringing him to the light.
Series X, Series S. I mean, if my focus was, I'm gonna have a great ecosystem of devices, I'm gonna take out the two that just don't want to fully play and be compatible, and the ones that aren't fully compatible is.
If you live in an Illinois zip code and have 0 DUIs in the last 5 years,
These
listen,
AI commercials are
The
crazy.
consoles, they're just not fully compatible with the ecosystem. They're partially, but you have to cater to them. I'm like, why am I going to cater to?
And again, the mentality is crazy. This is a person that owns a PlayStation Portal telling me that I have to cater to Xbox because I own an Xbox Series X and S. You own a PlayStation Portal. You have to cater to the way PlayStation wants you to use that device. I have the Xbox handheld. I can use the Xbox handheld and not even touch Xbox. Only run Steam on this if I want to. I could put Steam OS on this. Who's catering to what company? Again, the delusion is crazy. The delusion is, and it's because they themselves, they're stuck inside the matrix. They don't even see it. They're inside the picture, so that's why they can't see the frame. It's crazy to me. I'm gonna go over my 30 minutes, and my pre-workout's kicking in. But this hurts my soul because he's a smart man. He doesn't even realize what he's saying. My brother, you have to cater to what Sony's doing. You have no choice. You have no option. No option. If there was a game that you wanted to play, that's a PlayStation game, at 120 frames, if there was a game that you want to play at 120 frames that was stuck at 60, there's nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. As an Xbox gamer, if there's a game that's stuck at 30, despicable, I can go ahead and buy another device and still play that Xbox game. The game could drop day and date. How, in what world do you think that because you're restricted, your ecosystem's better than mine? That's delusion. My man, if I want to use this the same way that you use a PlayStation Portal, meaning streaming all your games, I can. But if I want to download them, I can as I can't, bro. You can't. Listen, the console war, you're going to win every time. The PS5 is a better console than the Xbox Series X. For the simple fact that PlayStation respects the PS5 way more than Xbox respects the Xbox Series X. That's a fact. PlayStation has not dropped a single game to date. Dropped it at 30 frames per second. That's respect. Because they know that the hardware could do it. Microsoft and Xbox have dropped plenty of big games at 30 FPS on the Xbox Series X and told you and me to wait until we patch it up. And then when those games come to PlayStation 5, they're going to be running at 60. Complete disrespect. Console-wise, PS5 all day. All day. I can't sell you an Xbox Series X without mentioning Game Pass. I can't. I can't sell you a PS5 without mentioning Xbox. And I put that tweet up a few months ago, and some of you freaking idiots got offended by it, not even knowing that that's a flex. But you're so stupid that it hurt your feelings. It's the truth. One of the best selling points of a PS5 today, if you're talking to somebody about it, is the Xbox games are coming to it. But you idiots got so offended, not you, big bro, but a lot of the other people that watch you got so offended when I said you can't sell a PS5 without mentioning Xbox. You can't. You would be an idiot to try to sell somebody a PS5 today without mentioning Xbox. Why would you not tell them that Xbox games are coming? Why would you not? But again, you guys are so parochial that upset you. You didn't see that I'm giving you the subtle flex, but you idiots are so stupid. PlayStation fans are the dumbest fans ever. Anyways, listen. I buy the game. If it's a Play Anywhere game, I do have to think about where I'm going to buy it now. That's just a fact. I would be an idiot not to. If I buy a Play Anywhere title I could play it on all my PCs and on my 2 Xboxes. If I buy a game on Steam, I can only play it on my PCs. And I'm not even mentioning the game sharing and all that other stuff. I'm not even mentioning that stuff.
To inferior devices. And then when you look at the long run, you know, with the way Microsoft is heading, and this is the thing, there's just not a lot of Xbox enthusiasts that you know think 4 moves ahead. They're always behind the time. They're always behind the window. Like right now, we're starting to see they're finally catching up in 2026, where now they realize, yes, PlayStation is getting full slate of Xbox games. It only took them like 3 years to finally catch up. Congratulations, Xbox guys.
Yeah.
2026, you finally get it.
Yeah.
But
I'm
to
gl-
help you guys,
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad you admitted that. I'm glad you admitted that because there's still PlayStation content creators that believe Xbox guys don't understand that everything is coming. I mean, they're starving for content, so I'm not even mad at them.
you know, 5 moves in chess. The Play Anywhere function's gonna die too. Oh yeah, I said it, and not because it's a bad program. It's not really needed.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why it's a need now is because you currently have the Series X console and the Series S consoles, and they have their own OS, right?
Yeah.
Sure, it's a subset of Windows, but it's not the full Windows PC. It's specifically for the console, and because of that, the Xbox version game is not the same as the PC version game, right? They're not the same. They're not the same build. That's why you can't install Steam on Xbox, and the Xbox version of the game cannot be installed on PC. It's completely not compatible. So you have this Play Anywhere entitlement, which is just an agreement. That's all it is. It's not like it's a software thing. It's just a licensing agreement.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care about none of this, big bro.
Where
We
if
get
you
to
buy
the point.
the game, now you have the licensing rights to the other version of the game. So if
Sure.
you buy the game on PC,
When I buy a game on Steam, I have the license to play the game. Sure, same thing. What
it's a
else?
Play Anywhere title, you automatically get the licensing rights to the console version.
Sure.
And vice versa. That's all it is. That's
Okay.
That's it. It's nothing magical.
That's all I
It's
need.
Nothing OS related.
Good.
It is simply the licensing rights. Now, sure, they may do something for like save file sharing or whatever.
Yeah.
But conversion. But ultimately, it's a licensing agreement.
Sure.
That's what Play Anywhere is,
Okay.
and it's relevant because of the 2 OSs. But when the next Xbox release, and it's Windows, PC, it's PC Windows,
Yeah.
why do you need Play Anywhere?
You won't need Play Anywhere then. So you want me to not accept the value that Play Anywhere is giving me today while I'm alive because of the value that it's going to give me in the future when it's no longer relevant? You want me to not acknowledge the value, again, that Play Anywhere is today because in the future it's going to be irrelevant. Please tell me that makes sense to you. The Nintendo 64, when I got it, gave me a lot of value. Amazing memories with that console. Phenomenal. The Nintendo 64. Remember playing No Mercy, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, WrestleMania 2000. I remember even playing Pokemon Stadium, where in the back you could connect your cartridge and stuff. The Nintendo 64, 4 controllers. Right? I remember. I got my 64 in the garage right now. Phenomenal value. That console today is irrelevant. Should I have not seen the value of that console because in the future it was going to be irrelevant? So Play Anywhere next generation is going to be irrelevant because Microsoft is making a PC anyways. Okay. But that's not today. Today I'm literally telling you I see the value. Why did you even make this video, brother? Matter of fact, delete it. Matter of fact, I'm telling you right now, brother, just delete it. Delete the video. You got me going over 30 minutes. Just delete the video, brother. You delete this video, I'll delete this one. I won't even post it because there's no point. I'm not even going to talk about the other topics I was going to talk about. So I'm already erase those other topics. I'm already taking too long. But I'm going to have to call this different. I'm going to call the videos Porter Rock 77 doesn't understand Play Anywhere. My brother, you just told me get rid of your Xbox Series X and S so you could buy 2 more PCs so you could play the one game on 5 devices. I'm really trying to understand this. When I already bought the game on one store and I could play it on 5 devices. Why? Again, if you care about trophies and achievements and you want all your Steam achievements, sure. Actually, that doesn't even make sense because Play Anywhere titles, you get achievements on Xbox anyway. That doesn't even...
Where does Play Anywhere come into the picture? You buy the Windows Store version, it's the PC version. Any PC will play it.
Yeah.
You buy the game on Steam or Epic Game Store.
Mm-hmm.
It's Windows 11. You have those apps installed. So where does Play Anywhere come into the future of gaming? It's really nothing.
All right, so there you go. I mean, so he's basing the value of Play Anywhere and the Xbox ecosystem on the future and all that stuff. And like he said, he's entitled to his opinion, even though he's to me, what he's asking me to do doesn't make sense. So the rest of this video, he talks about that, the future, all this other stuff. Notice how he used Game Pass against the Play Anywhere title, against the Play Anywhere argument, which I don't understand why Game Pass comes into play. Or he tried to use Game Pass as a deterrence to the Xbox ecosystem, which is wild to me, because if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you don't have to use the Xbox Series X and X. You don't have to. It's your choice. Okay? At that point, if you're only using PC, I would say just stick to Game Pass PC. Still Game Pass, still the Xbox ecosystem, still choices. Whatever works best for you. I don't see a problem. And so much choice that you can buy an Xbox device and not even touch Xbox. How is that a problem? It's the brainwashing.
It doesn't exist anymore. It's not really needed, right? My prediction, and I'm gonna say this now, the Xbox Magnus, as they call it, right? I think Microsoft will build their own PC version, and specifically for their version, I think they're gonna still have the Xbox OS installed on it.
So I don't know what we're talking about.
For the backwards compatibility. Because if you look at the backwards compatibility method or how they're going to handle that, if they go with the emulation route where they, update Windows 11 to emulate Xbox games, they're not going to be able to limit the whole entire library of Xbox Series games, Xbox One games, any game. That's all the games on Series X, all the games on Xbox One, the 500 games on 360, and OG Xbox like 20. They're not going to be able to get them all on there. And the reason why is you're talking about new licensing agreements and all that stuff. It's just not going to happen. But if you include the Xbox OS in that,
he's talking about other stuff now. All right, so I gotta end this video. This took way longer than 30 minutes. Pre-workout already kicking in. It's full. I'm at 50. Oh my goodness, it took so long. But it's just because I can't believe what he was saying, man. And I've seen the video twice, but now watching it live with you guys really hurts my soul. Do I have it here? Do I have it here? Let me see. Okay, these are all Play Anywhere games. I have 1,793 Play Anywhere games. Okay. All right. On Steam, go to my profile real quick. I have 218 games on Steam. Let's go to my collections, okay? Completed. All right. Let's pick Banishers, Ghost of Eden. I think that's a Play Anywhere game. Pretty sure it is. I'm just looking at something, Juju. These are all Play Anywhere titles. I know y'all seen some bangers already. I'm just really disappointed in what he's trying to promote, because you lose nothing with Play Anywhere. It's literally a net gain, unless you care about where all your achievements are and all that stuff. And even if the next generation of Xbox does not have consoles, just a PC, if you bought a game that's Play Anywhere, you still have the game. So again, I don't understand. All right, so Banisher Ghost of Eden is a Play Anywhere game right now. It's $20 on the Xbox store. I don't know how much it is here. Can I go to the store page? Banisher Ghost of Eden on Steam is, usually they try to match. Oh, it's not. So Banisher's Ghost of Eden is $50 right now on Steam. Great game, by the way. I beat it. Okay. And on Xbox, it's $20. If I buy the $21 version, right now, let's say I buy this, I'll have access to it on all three of my PCs, plus my two Xboxes. If I buy the Steam version, I'll only have access to it on three of my PCs. If I want to do what Big Bro said, I would have to get rid of my Xboxes and buy two more PCs. Why tell me why would I do that? I still don't understand where he's coming from, because he's a smart man, so there's got to be something that I'm not picking up. What do I want it to look the same? Arc Raiders, $40 here. How much is Arc Raiders on Steam? So Arc Raiders is going to be in my library, but it's because my son bought it, and it's a share. It's a family share game, but we can't play it at the same time. So if my son, he bought it, so if he's playing it, you see from your Steam share library, I can't play. I could download the game on Steam right now and play it as long as he's not playing as well. The difference is, well, let's see how much it costs on here. It should be $40 as well, right? Yeah, $40, right? So $40 for Arc Raiders, so it's the same price, okay? So again, for my big brother's sake, okay, if I was to do what he said and get rid of my Xboxes, okay, and buy 5 PCs instead, okay, I could buy one version of Arc Raiders, okay, but we can only play it, one person can play it at a time. That's it. Whereas right now, because I bought it on Xbox, I could play it on my PCs, and then my sons could play it on their Xboxes. At the same time, we could play in games together. Now again, that's a whole separate scenario. If you don't even want to use that, and you just want to use buy it on Steam so you can play it on 5 devices, and get 2 more PCs. Well, I bought it on Xbox and I'm playing it on 5 devices. What's the problem? It's because you want to hate on Xbox. That's what it is. And again, I don't think Puerto Rock 77 is doing it from a malicious nature. I don't think he thought that whole concept through. Again, if you're going to say the beginning of the video, to be fair, he said Xbox Play Anywhere is being used as a selling point. I don't think Play Anywhere is a reason to get an Xbox. No. But if you already have an Xbox and you already have a PC, it is a reason to consider getting the game on PC Play Anywhere or Xbox Play Anywhere. it is a reason to consider it. But again, if you're never going to use your Xbox Series X or S, and you really prefer games on Steam, then sure. But but buying one copy of a game and having access to a multiple, whatever. I guess this has been too long. DocDog1985. There's levels to this. I'm gonna end the video right there. I'll put this up on YouTube. I gotta change the title of the video though. I was gonna call it a whole bunch of different stuff, but I know exactly what I'm gonna call it. It is what it is. It's gonna be. Oh, I should probably go through the chat now. My bad. I was gonna do that. Dry Eye AdSense said PC is an Xbox. Oh yeah, PC can be an Xbox. Yes, I agree with that. It can be. You could use your PC as an Xbox if you wish. Yes, you can. I mean, it's their fault. They tarnished their own brand. Oh, what's up, Mally? Mally's talking about how Xbox tarnished his own brand. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I'm not going to argue with you on that. I have a PC and an Xbox, wondering if I should get a ROG Ally X. Yeah, you should. Why not? Senchi says, why are you fighting with your big brother? I'm not fighting with big bro. Just conversation. Godric Sinclair says, I don't think one device for all gaming is the true answer. Interesting. Mac the Star said for $1,000. Yeah, if you could afford it. If you could afford it, why not? It's a wonderful device. I'm not saying like you shouldn't go into debt to try to get this thing. But this thing is phenomenal, man. I definitely recommend it. Hands down. Definitely. What else we got? And you don't have to buy this one. You could get the cheaper version one, which was on sale for like $500 too. If you want to do that, you're just gonna lose power. What does it do better than the Steam Deck? You can play Call of Duty. Checkmate. Stop, Mac. You don't want to go down this route. I'm gonna make you look stupid. This plays more Steam games than the Steam Deck does. That's a fact. All you Steam Deck lovers are delusional. So you can't play Call of Duty on the Steam Deck is what you're saying? I don't know. Can you? Can you play Call of Duty on the Steam Deck? Can you? Did they fix it? Is the anti-cheat done? You tell. If something new came out, by all means, educate me. By all means, educate me. Can you play Call of Duty on the Steam Deck? God Sinclair said, and Fortnite and Madden. Tell me, please educate me. Are you really asking, Mac, or are you trying to be a smart ass? I'm pretty sure you can play anything on there. No, you can't. And again, this is the oh my God, the misinformation that's out here is crazy. The misinformation that's out here is crazy. Give me a second, brother. Give me a second. Give me a quick second. Give me a second. You ready? You ready for this? Where we at? 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 Nope. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Doc, don't get eat. It's too early in the morning. Mac, you asking questions. I don't know if you're asking questions or you trying to be funny, trying to raise my blood pressure. Look, guys, some people think every handheld PC is a Steam Deck, and that's what ruins misinformation. Yeah, that might be fair. All right, so if you want to play Call of Duty on a Steam Deck, okay, it requires specific methods or limitations depending on the version. Modern titles like Black Ops 6 and Warcraft generally require installing Windows on Steam Deck or using cloud streaming services like GeForce Now or Xbox Cloud Gaming due to anti-cheat compatibility. So the main reason why you would buy a Steam Deck, which is the Steam OS that everyone loves, would be null and void. And if you're going to cloud stream to play Call of Duty, right? At that point, you might as well get a cloud streaming device like a G Cloud or something like that. It'll be cheaper than a Steam Deck. The Steam Deck cannot natively play Call of Duty unless you're going to install Windows on it. This, out of the box, you can play Call of Duty on Steam. This plays more Steam games than the Steam Deck. That's a fact. I don't understand, man. I already know the answer to my question. So then why are you asking it, Mac? I believe people should just play on what they want. Everyone has different tastes. Exactly, but you're the one that came in here and said and questioned the $1,000 recommendation of this. You were the one that questioned it, not me. And then you said, what's the difference between that and the Steam Deck? And I just shot real quick. That's the answer. If somebody tells you, why would you not pick up a Steam Deck over a ROG Ally X? You have to be honest with them and let them know you can't play every game. The same way that you got to be honest if someone was trying to buy a console right now between the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, you have to be honest with them and tell them, hey, all the Xbox games are coming to PlayStation anyways. So you might as well get a PS5. That's called being honest. A Steam Deck is cheaper. When that person tries to play Madden or that person tries to play something that requires online multiplayer, whatever, and they can't play it because you recommended the Steam Deck to them without telling them that, hey, or if they were looking at this, you'd be like, don't get that, get a Steam Deck instead, and you don't even ask them what their gaming preferences are. No. The Steam Deck serves as a companion to someone that owns a PC. Very great, very well. Because if you want to play those multiplayer games, you're probably going to want to play it on your PC anyways. However, this device can stand alone. I know it's called an Ally, but you don't need anything else to maximize the PC gaming experience on this. You don't. You can play it all on here. But I'll leave it at that. No, they can't, Mac. They can't play the same games. What are you talking about? They can't play the same games. I only ask because I know that the Steam Deck and the Ally X can both play the same games. They cannot play the same games. You literally have to install Windows on it if you wanted to play it. See, Google is giving you the most correct answer, which is yes, it requires specific methods or limitations based on version. Model titles like Black Ops 6 or Warzone are going to generally require you to install Windows on the Steam Deck or use a cloud streaming device. Which, again, this, you could stream it too if you want, but you could download them natively. Black Ops 6 natively on that. Can't do that on a Steam Deck. They can, bro, regardless of the process. Okay. Okay. So then recommend the Steam Deck over somebody. So then that way they have to go ahead and subscribe to xCloud anyways if they want to play it that way. Or they have to go ahead and subscribe to gCloud, right, to GeForce Now, right, because there's also a subscription service, right, which has limitations on how long you can play. I don't know if you knew that, but GeForce Now put limitations on how long you can play depending on what tier you get, right? Or let's just say that person bought Call of Duty on Steam already because they got a PC and they got a Steam Deck, they can't play it. But if you bought Call of Duty on Steam already, you can play that version of Call of Duty on this natively. So no, they're not the same. So yes, for $1,000, the Xbox ROG Ally X is better than the Steam Deck. Hands down. Cloud gaming is underwhelming. Yep. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I could play old school Atari games on there if I really want to. Man, can you stop? You sound real ignorant, Mac. You're making this stream longer than it needs to be. This is a full PC. You can emulate anything on this. Whatever the Steam Deck could do, you can do on this, except the sleep function that everyone cries about. That the sleep function on the Steam Deck is amazing. You're breaking my heart, Mac. But he got to be rage baiting, right? Hey, Doc, how are you going to play GTA 6? Not on the Steam Deck. Not on the Steam Deck. What are you doing, Mac? Mac, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Not on the Steam Deck. I'm going to be playing GTA 6 the same way a Steam Deck owner is going to be playing GTA 6. On an Xbox. Oh, my God. Oh my God, you gotta be rage baiting. I do gotta head out though, man. I gotta go hit this gym. Hey Mac, I appreciate you though, man. All love, man. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Same thing to you guys, Sinclair. I appreciate y'all. Y'all done made this stream an hour long, man. God, man, ain't nobody gonna watch it. Y'all know the attention span of these people ain't that long, man. They gonna see an hour long video of me ranting. They're not even gonna watch it, man. Oh man. All right, Y'all have a good one. Hopefully Big Bro sees it. He's not gonna watch a whole hour of this, man. We out. Peace.